Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a business model you can literally start right now, using AI to solve a super common problem for all sorts of local businesses.
Okay, let's kick things off with a massive problem, which, believe it or not, is actually the core of this whole opportunity. A staggering 60% of small businesses have websites that are totally outdated, or even crazier, they don't have a website at all. Just let that sink in. That is a huge underserved market, pretty much just waiting for someone to come along with a solution.
And that problem? Well, that's where you come in. That 60% of businesses that are struggling online, that represents a potential $5,000 a month income stream for you. We're going to walk through exactly how you can turn their digital dust bunnies into your own reliable monthly revenue. All right, so how do we get from A to B? This is the game plan. We're going to cover the whole shebang, from seeing the opportunity and getting your tools ready to nailing the perfect sales pitch and, turning all of this into a real sustainable business. Let's dive in.
First things first, let's really dig into the opportunity itself. The core idea here is actually beautiful in its simplicity. You are going to use some powerful new AI tools to solve a huge headache for local businesses. And hey, this isn't about doing a project here and there. We're talking about building long-term partnerships that create a steady, recurring income for you.
So, you might be thinking, how am I supposed to deliver professional results if I can't even code? Well, this is where the magic really happens. The key to this whole thing is a total game-changing AI tool called Base 44. This is the thing that makes this entire business model not just possible, but incredibly fast and easy to scale.
I mean, just look at this comparison. It really tells the whole story, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the old way. We're talking hours, sometimes days of just frustrating work, fighting with code, plugins, all that stuff. And then on the right, you have the new reality, a fully functional professional website ready to go for a client in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It's a complete game changer.
And this right here, this is a super important point. You're not just selling some pretty website that looks nice. A pretty website is passive. It's just a brochure sitting there. What you are actually building is an active business system, a tool that's working 24/7 to capture leads and automate tasks for your clients. It's actively making the money.
Okay, so you've got this amazing tool, but how in the world do you actually sell it? The secret is simple: show, don't tell. Because you can build these things so fast, you can lead with a free custom mockup. You give them something valuable before you even think about asking for money.
So let's say you find a business that already has a website. You just hit them with this simple, super non-threatening script. It's brilliant, really, because you're not criticizing what they have. You're just saying, hey, I took the initiative here and I built something that could help you get more business. You immediately become a problem solver in their eyes.
And what if they don't have a site at all? Oh, that's even better. The approach is so direct and so powerful. You've basically found a huge gap in their business and you filled it for them without them even having to ask. Trust me, this gets an incredible response.
All right, tool, check. Pitch, check. Now for the big question, where do you actually find these clients? Well, it's way easier than you'd think. In fact, you probably use the main tool for this every single day.
Yep, I'm talking about Google Maps. This 5-step playbook right here literally turns Google Maps into a goldmine for finding clients. And pay close attention to that 4th step. You want businesses with about 20 to 100 reviews. That's the sweet spot, right? It means they're established, they have customers, they have money to spend, but they're clearly dropping the ball online.
And hey, it doesn't stop with Google Maps. You can find clients all over the place. A quick message on Instagram pointing out a broken link, a simple chat at a local business meetup. You could even do a direct in-person demo on an iPad. You'd be surprised how well that works.
Okay, listen up, because this next part is what separates a little side hustle from a legitimate, scalable business. The absolute biggest mistake you can make is just charging a one-time fee. The real goal here is to shift your mindset from being a builder to being a partner. That's how you get that stable, recurring monthly income.
And this is exactly how you structure it. You lay it out in these simple tiers. You get them in the door with that affordable basic plan. Once they see how valuable it is, it's a super easy conversation to upsell them to the growth or scale tiers, where you're not just managing a website anymore, you're running their whole marketing engine.
This is probably one of the most important sales tips you'll ever hear. You have to sell the outcome, not the boring technical features. Nobody cares about responsive design. What they care about is the dream. Waking up in the morning and seeing their calendar is already full of appointments that were booked automatically while they were sleeping. That's what you're really selling.
And if you want to close the deal, This is the most powerful question you can ever ask them. Whatever they say becomes the anchor for the whole conversation, right? If they say one new customer is worth $2,000 and your system costs $400 a month, well, it only has to bring them one customer every 5 months to pay for itself. The value becomes undeniable.
Okay, let's pull all these threads together. We've talked a lot about the how, but let's finish with the why now, because this isn't just a clever idea. It's an opportunity that has a very real and very specific window of time.
Think about this timeline. There's this huge gap right now between all these businesses that are falling behind and the incredible new tech that can save them. That gap, that's your entire business model. You get to be the bridge that connects their problem to the solution.
You've probably heard this saying, but it is so true here. Everything you build now, your skills, your list of clients, your income, it all starts to compound over time. Every mock-up you build, every conversation you have, it all builds momentum. Don't wait around for the perfect moment to start.
So look, don't get overwhelmed thinking you need to build some huge empire overnight. Just start with one. Build one mock-up for one local business and just see where it takes you. The only real question left is, who are you going to help first?